From A24 and director Kristoffer Borgli, who gave us Dream Scenario a few years ago, comes The Drama. This stars Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, Mamoudou, Athie, Alana, Haim, and Haley Gates. Now that I've got mispronouncing all the names out of the way, this is a very dark romantic comedy. Now, I'd seen the trailer for this for a while, and it did not look interesting to me. It looked annoying to me, and I had no interest in seeing it until I found myself in a scenario where I had a lot of time to kill, and I have the AMC A-list, so I'm like, I might as well use it, and let me give it a chance. I'm very often surprised how much I like things more than I think I will, and sometimes trailers just don't do a great job of selling what the movie is, and I feel like this trailer didn't do a perfect job of selling what this movie is. The basic scenario, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, is that a couple meets cute. They're about to be married. Very close to when they're about to be married, they're hanging out with some friends, knocking some, doing a wine tasting for the, deciding what brand they'll be utilizing at the reception, at the wedding. And they get into this little game of what's the worst thing you've ever done in your life. And they go around and everything is, slightly immoral, varying degrees of immoral, until Zendaya says what she did and everybody is shocked. And then it becomes Robert Pattinson, who is engaged to marry Zendaya, is all about, is she the person I thought she is? How can I live with somebody who might have done this thing? Did she really do this thing? Was she really intending to do this thing? Is this the same person? It was a long time ago. And it's just this little thing that's digging away at his psyche. And he just starts unraveling as the film goes on in their relationship. Who will survive and what will be left of them in terms of their relationship? As I said, I went into this thinking I probably wasn't going to like it. I really liked this. This was really good. Everybody in this is really good. And Pattinson I haven't seen in a tremendous amount of things because I didn't care about that Twilight stuff. But he's really good. And my whole full American thing. He's actually allowed to speak with his real British accent. And that's what I always say about the insanity and the psychosis I have about all these British and Australian actors being hired for everything here and being forced to pretend they're Americans. I'm like, people with accents exist in this country. It's feasible that there is somebody who lives in New York City and works at a museum who has a British accent. It's okay. And people who are Americans marry people from other countries who have other accents. Anyway, that is very much beside the point. Very well made, very interestingly constructed. We get a lot of bopping back and forth in time and flashbacks. Really funny, really but played straight funny, and very dark. It gets into very dark subject matter. It reminds me of something that you would see as a British comedy, like The Office, that kind of comedy where it's a lot of reprehensible people doing reprehensible things or getting themselves into situations that they try to get out of through the less than honest means. It reminded me of that while I was watching it. I saw it with a decent sized crowd for a film that's been out for a little while at a pretty early matinee, like a noon matinee and a weekend. And there was a lot of laughter throughout. And it was a wide age range of people. There were people younger than me, and there were people much older than me there, and everybody really enjoyed it. So I have to say, despite what I thought, this is why it's good to go out to the movies, and this is why it's good to take a chance on something you might not think you like based on a trailer. I really enjoyed this. So hats off, enjoy from A24, The Drama.